As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Keeps the play going, and down he goes back at the 3.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Second down now after the sack. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Pulls it in. At the 20, he's got space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The Gators want to crank the tempo. He'll throw on third down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Badger. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Now on second down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on fourth down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Dropping back, it's Ewers. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. It's Golden. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Nice job by the tight end making the catch and playing physical. You're a big body guy, man. Make him feel that. Nice job breaking an extra tackle, getting some extra yards for his team.
The Longhorns have it with a first and goal. He's looking to throw it. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they break the seal on the scoring.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Quickly out to the tight end. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
At the 31-yard line. Good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 7, Florida 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Lagway. This time it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. Quick pass on the jet motion. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Gators! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And he made the extra point without problem. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Plays like that can just shoot energy through your team. The kickoff return for 89 yards and the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense getting.
And he breaks into the open. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss.
He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's past the 30. Oh, look out, there he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Touch pass on the run. Tackled, but he has a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Deep zone coverage here by the defense. Running back goes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. Into the house. Touchdown, Gators. And he added the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Getting some heat. Got it in the middle, it's more. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to pass, it's Ewers. Uncorks one. Complete to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
With the game time.
The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half.
Texas.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Scanning the field. It's Ewers. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up. Going up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short on first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Brings up second down.
He's looking for a man on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Longhorns are marching down the field. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man on the left.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
delivers the contact. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Razor.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to...
Touchdown, Texas! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Lining up to add another.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And he's running in the open. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Texas 28, Florida 21.
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The back goes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Racing down the left side. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Number 20.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Golden. He gets a block. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Then just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Bust, spins away from one. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And
he smashes his way through again. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind. And now they're going to go for 2 and the possible win, and this crowd rises up to try to make it tough. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
They did the right thing by going for 2 to try to make this a field goal game, but the defense comes up with a stop. Not a lot of time left now. But there is still a chance. There's a window of opportunity. They only need a field goal now to pull this one out.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming